Beastie Boys Intergalactic. Never heard it.
Yeah, I'm just introducing him. I'm just popping his cherry to some Beastie Boys.
Yeah, dude, I'm really excited for this one because we just did a Beastie Boys reaction. It was the first one we did, and you said that their catalog is just pretty incredible.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that's interesting about them is that they just have such a diverse range of music that they've made. Where I think I mentioned this before. They are like punk inspired, early hip hop pioneers. This, I'm going to let you make your own judgment on, what you would classify this as. But it's just a unique kind of original song that kind of steps out of their standard kind of sound. But they've done that throughout their whole career. And there's some bands I think that go through like different shifts and changes. When they've done it, I think they've done it like very well, rather than like trying to force it. Like some bands, it's like, oh, we need to make a pop hit now, or it just was kind of seamless. But they always stay true to themselves throughout all those changes.
Love that.
Yeah. Plus the video is super fun.
Cool. I'm excited for this one. Before we start, though, I'm Paper Chase.
And it's the one and only Diamond Don Juan. We are back with another reaction just for you.
All right. Well, let's quit the yapping and get to the rapping. I think. I don't know. Are they rapping in this one? Bro, this goes hard.
I forgot how fun this video was too.
Dude, the video's awesome. The song is awesome. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Like, I never listened to the Beastie Boys at all, but I was always aware of who they were.
Yeah.
Because it was kind of one of those things, like, just like you, like, I feel like you were more of a connoisseur of, like, certain underground hip hop. I was like, I loved, like, gangster rap and some conscious hip hop. And I assumed that the Beastie Boys would be, like, not my lane. Like, yeah, I don't know what I even thought about them. Like, I wouldn't say that the word corny is not right, but it just seemed like something I wouldn't be into. But this is totally like perfect. Like, it's a jam.
Yeah, and to be honest, like, keep it like 100. The reason why I had more diverse tastes is because I used to sell weed back in the day. I was like a stoner, and so I sold weed, and I just had a bunch of skater friends. So the skaters introduced me to, like, I was, Colorado, I think, leaned more towards like West Coast hip hop. And then I went out to the East Coast to live with my dad and went to like New York City in 94, 95. So like right at the prime of like East Coast, rap, and got really into Wu-Tang and like heard it on the radio, bought mixtapes. And that's where I got my love of like East Coast rap. But when I came back, I had a bunch of friends that were skaters and they were listening to Del the Funky Homo Sapien.
I love Del.
Yeah, exactly. Like groups like this. So it was in large part to like my circle that was like, yo, you got to listen to this. And so that's how I got into like bands like this or groups like this.
Gotcha. I mean, because I was into so many groups like this.
Yeah.
So many. But I don't know. maybe.
I understand what you're saying. Like
Yeah.
there's some bands you just make a judgment about for whatever reason, and then you automatically are just like, have this preconceived notion, you tune it out. I did the same thing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's get back into it.
Step inside the party, disrupt the whole scene. When it comes to beats, well, I'm on theme. I like my sugar with coffee and cream. Well, I gotta keep it going full steam. Too sweet to be sour, too nice to be me. When on the tough guy style, I'm not too keen. Try to change the world, I'm a plotting scheme. Mario C likes to keep it clean. Wanna shine like Gaze on theme. Fun rapping, cause that's my dream. Change more deep for sticking to me. Yeah, when it comes to envy, all is green. Jealous of the rhyme and the rhyme routine. Another dimension, new galaxy. Intergalactic planetary. From the family tree, you won't school hip-hop. You got the shoes and relax the socks. The rhymes are spread just like a box. If the music is loud, like an electric shock. I am known to do the wop. So known for the Flintstone flop. Jammy D getting biz on the crop. Beastie boys known to let the beat drop. Now when I rap graffiti, my name was Slop. If I rap shoot, my beats is stop. Step from the table when I start to chop. I'm Mullah Jack DJ era. If you try to knock me, you'll get mocked. I'll stir fry you in my wok. Your knees will start shaking and your fingers pop like a pinch when the neck up, Mr. Spot.
That was awesome. That was really awesome. I'm like super like that was the song was great, and it's funny because it fits into that like that perfect like old school boom bap feel. Like they actually, I don't know what I assumed that they would sound like, but this is like quintessential like old school hip hop that I grew up loving.
Yeah.
I'm really interested to know because I'm sure you have more insight on it than me, and I'm sure you guys could answer this even better. But like, where did they fit in the hip hop scene back in the day? Like when they first came out, was it like were they beloved, or because there was a lot of?
I mean, they didn't like necessarily, it wasn't like they were beloved by the streets.
That's what I
per
was
se,
thinking.
but they were respected. I think that's like where they've always had that respect because they were like pioneers and originators that got started in the mid 80s or from New York. So they were like day one, like hip hop dudes. But that's where it's like because they had like punk influences and all these other influences, their music always stood out as its own. And so that's one thing that is like, I think that's part of why they got the respect is because like there was a lot of other white rappers who were trying to make music that maybe didn't like jive with their actual like upbringing or you know what I mean? They were trying to sound like other artists, whereas the Beastie Boys created their own original sound. Like nobody could ever be like, oh, the Beastie Boys were copying or trying to sound. They were influenced by it, obviously by hip hop, but they always had just like this song. It's like totally distinct and unique. And they always did that. They always had their own sound, their own vibe. It wasn't, it was wholly original.
Yeah, that was an absolute banger. Like,
yeah, but they were beloved. I mean, like by people who knew, like they were definitely like super beloved. And I guess I want to say the underground, but like maybe more niche. Like they didn't, have like, big hits per se. But
well, now I would say they definitely have some of their songs will be played forever.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
mean,
like you gotta fight. That's like the one
Yeah.
that I know, and I used to sing that all the time when I was
Yeah.
a kid, and I didn't even know it was the Beastie Boys.
yeah,
Like-
exactly. So songs like that and like Brass Monkey, I mean, those are like just like
Oh my gosh! Now I'm realizing there is some Beastie Boys songs that
Yeah.
I was forced to hear. I never actually like stopped and listened to them, but no, they make incredible music. That was so much fun. That video was a vibe. Their dancing was a vibe. Like.
That's the thing about them too. It's like they weren't trying to be like there was like a line in there, like the tough guy stuff, like where he's like, I'm not really on that vibe. And so that's the thing. It wasn't like they were trying to be this thing that they weren't. They just had this like, I think, playfulness and like fun, to their music that just, kind of inspired a lot of people and carved their own lane. So,
Well, there you have it, folks. Hey, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys hit that like button. And if you want to join us on this fantabulous journey of discovering old music, new music, and just, on this beautiful journey together as friends and partners, hit that subscribe button.
I was like, is he going to keep going?
I was thinking about it.
I know you were. I can feel it. I can feel like he wants to say lovers.
Future lovers. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching.
We'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Oh, man. I'm just like so